Since early morning, the cat was giving birth. The first thing was that the terrace was cold, and at night the freak was there.
And we're going to feed the piglet. We're going...
Hello everyone, and you are at the Blueberry Homestead, where a family lives in the forest and where the pigs are lying in the barn. Last night it was -16, only here you can really feel the frost, such a real Belarusian forest chill. Because in the nearest district center it was already +14, -14. In the regional center it was already -12. And only here it's real. With the crisp 16-degree frost, the dogs immediately asked to go home to the stove in the morning. We went to feed the hungry ones. Hello, the guys are already a month old. In 2 months, they should already be eating on their own. We already add flour here, porridge and goat's milk, and probably you should already start adding compound feed, probably pig feed.
Let's change the food a little bit.
They're already a month old, that's it. Usually by 2 months piglets are sold. But this one is the biggest. This is Kryuchok, and these are 2 piglets. This little one is Karantik. Let's castrate him quickly.
Maybe. Let's do it.
He needs to be castrated because someone will take him.
They'll take these ones.
And this one for breeding. Who would breed such a small animal?
No one, of course. He's grown up to be quite a big one.
And theirs are so long, just like a wild boar's.
Two.
Terrible. Savages. He's small. He's already eaten.
Don't overeat during restructuring, but I still want to. What's the plan for today at -16 degrees? What should we do? Valentina, what are you going to do? I'll be by the stove on the porch, lifting my legs up and doing squats. I'm going to the garage to clean up now. I'll be cleaning in the garage.
I'm going to get ready for spring, for planting. I'll be doing it, preparing my seeds and packaging.
It's just the right time to plant peppers with tomatoes. The biggest one. There hasn't been such a frost yet this year.
Volker is the boldest of them all.
Only one little piglet.
Still managed to eat.
Where are you? What? Did you go to guard that one? So first you need to feed everyone and then get to work. Come in, little squirrel, faster squirrel. The sheep eat last. That's it, everyone is full, now sleep. We cooked the food for the animals yesterday, and we knew there would be frost, so it froze like this.
We brought it down to the cellar.
We ended up with 4 buckets like this, about half a bucket in the morning, half a bucket in the evening. So we have enough feed for 4 days.
Goslings, come out.
This is Tishina, the timid male.
Come on, come out. He's washing himself.
No, he's not washing himself. He's trying to protect his nest. You see, he shouldn't get through. But we probably have good news here. Unusual. Come here. All the eggs are already warm. She's already sitting on the eggs.
In a new way?
Let's take these eggs. Let's put them for Kahinkin. You saw Bentamka Dikabrista. She was sitting, and already she decided on this February revolution. Now it will be sanctioned, and that's it. We'll give 5 Kahinken. Kahinkens also like to sit on eggs. Right now we have one with 5, and 2 are chasing everyone away from the food, and 2 are just sitting. Leftover Penaplex. I threw it around so they would go to the shed less often.
Well, they're not really eating it much.
There's food, haven't you eaten that yet? Well, they're not really eating it. But look how much of this Penaplex they've eaten, look.
That's what you call not eating.
They're eating, well, that's it. All birds love foam plastic and Penaplex. I just don't know why they need this for digestion or what. They just absolutely love it. So, there are 3 of you already sitting here. This mess with the nests is already getting on my nerves. The blue one was sitting here. The grey one chased her away. You sit here on the eggs and keep them warm. I need to take 3 eggs like this from her here and 2 eggs from here and put them in the incubator. It's better if these 3 do it. So I mark this as the 15th of February, the 15th of February, and this is ours, so it's ours, Europe. These eggs are ours, and I don't know, well, we'll see. I've already brought eggs from Hin Hin of another line. Now I'll give you some normal ones.
The summary is on these.
Not these. We're taking these away. These are jokes, battles. We don't need these bandages anymore. You sit more, smart one. These can only be fried today. It's my first time sitting down. Well, it's fish. I kind of sit too. Well, it seems like all 3 of us are warming them. These eggs are here. We have them. One has already been moved to sit with the chicks in the barn yesterday. So we have 3 broody hens here, right? Broody hens, but this one is sitting and that one is not. I've been watching for a week already. Sometimes she adds an egg, sometimes she warms them, but she's ready. She'll be sitting soon. We need to keep an eye on her too, because in this cold, if Hana leaves the nest even for an hour, the eggs will be in trouble. The tool stayed out in the cold. I took it from the complex because they're working on the ceilings there. I need to put it back there. I need to bring it in. There's also some plastic and some kind of rubber. All these are seals. You can't leave equipment out in the cold. If today we're moving this equipment, hours from the complex, this firewood, we're heating the stoves now. And finally, the dog kennel will be completely free.
Let me show you something funny.
Come here, I'll show you. Some kind of bones and...
This needs to be given to the beekeeper.
In short, we have this white chicken, Vodovskaya. It's not a Maran breed. Marans lay these chocolate-colored eggs, and she's growing.
And don't wander through the woods, through the woods, through the woods.
Then, remember, in the last video we found 33 nests there. In the nest she never laid in the barn. All this time she never laid. But here, look, a nest.
And we already gave the beekeeper back. Like this. And as for me, we didn't eat 2 eggs from her, right?
Well, maybe we ate a couple of them. So what's the conclusion? If things are bad for us, the turkeys lay eggs in the woods, the peacocks are in the woods, the guinea fowls are in the woods. But if even the chickens are in the woods, then you're bad owners. I'm going right now to make nests for the chickens.
The February Revolution has begun.
It's crucial for her to sit on the eggs promptly and suddenly. Now, Nazar, here, in short, don't get distracted. In general, I'm going to make nests for the hens. I'll go now, move the car out of the garage, and I'll do it there. Normal, big, professional ones, because this isn't right. There are eggs lying around everywhere. I peeked into the duck house a few times thinking it's a coop. The kind of place where chickens should lay eggs well, right?
I thought she had stopped laying due to the tough winter conditions. I hoped she might start laying again in the spring.
Rock?
Frozen eggs. And by the way, to store eggs, I actually freeze them. Yeah, we got some good eggs. We'll eat well for a while. I was going to bring some firewood home, but instead I'll bring eggs. Well, that's it. The last firewood of the dog Valera Lanson. The stove is lit today. And next, we'll take the firewood from behind the dog's enclosure. We still have some back there.
The large enclosure was underutilized, occasionally housing chickens laying eggs or storing tools, rather than its intended purpose.
It didn't look good, yeah? The chickens eat snow, and as for the basins with the geese, if you pour water in them, they drink all day, and they don't let you with their beaks, and the water freezes over in a day. So if you put it out, they'll stand by that basin all day drinking. I took the magazine. I bought this putty to patch up the tiles in the chicken coop, and I bought paint for the trees. I had this idea. All village people remember and know that chicken coops and pigsties need to be whitewashed with lime. Yes, we did that in the village too. We mixed lime with whitewash 50-50, and I plastered the walls. Every year I would touch them up. However, using lime with whitewash in the farm complex has two drawbacks. First, it constantly rubs off, getting all over you when you walk in. And the second drawback is that it doesn't stick well to wood. That is, if we whitewash the ceiling with lime, it will crumble off. That's why I want to try it. I don't know, what do you think? Paint for trees. I've painted trees with it many times. Even if it rains 10 times, it doesn't wash off. So the composition is the same glue, lime and whitewash, but because of this glue it sticks better. I think if you apply this to the ceiling it will crumble onto the wood and the walls and it will look nice and white. And they perform their functions. Today I'll try it out. Let me know in the comments if someone has already done it this way. Because what else can you use to treat the walls? You need to treat them so that no bacteria, microorganisms or viruses can grow. It should look nice, white, and clean. That's why you need to use something white. If this doesn't work, you can always whitewash it again with lime and a brush. Here are our chicken coops. The heating system is working here right now. What's left here in the chicken coop? To seal up, whitewash the walls and ceiling, hang a little chandelier and put it in place. Perches and nests, that's it, and the chicken coop is ready. This is one chicken coop. And this is the second one. Chickens don't get along well with peacocks, turkeys, geese, or ducks. They sort themselves out, deciding who will be here and where to sit. The floors are finished, but the chicks remain in the pigsty for now since it has a floor, while the floor here wasn't ready yet. Bantams have never had anything like this. You're a healthy, messy hen and you ruined the chick feed. So, where's the sixth one? Where's the sixth one? Chick, show yourself. Haven't you seen the chick on the perch yet? No, that's all. Remember, we wrapped those bandages for Kakinkin off, but judging by the chicks, everything is fine. Not mixed. They turned out good. The chick's a big, fluffy large with furry legs, so definitely not from the bandage. Kindly, this one. And now we can start working here. Podopatki. It's just that in front of you are moisture, scenes, cold, warmth. I don't know about these materials, how they react to snow, what kind of iron snow has fallen. Let's see now how the frame is, but I think 3 or 4 nests in length and in 2 levels. That is 3 or 4 nests on top, so there will be a section with 6 to 8 nests at once. And you need to install several of these, so that there are at least 2 in each chicken coop. So that every bird is lucky, both the goose and pavlik and the turkey, and every runner, every chicken. That's why we need to make a lot of them. So, when you live near the sea, near the ocean, does the forecast often get it wrong there? In Belarus, inaccurate weather forecasts are uncommon. The weekly predictions are usually reliable. Well, with the snow, they didn't promise any snow at all, so it just caught us off guard. I poured the cappuccino and now I'm wondering how to do all this. In general, that's about how I want it on the legs. About 10 centimeters for the legs, so that you can clean underneath. 4 sockets on top, 4 on the bottom. Here it is like this. A small platform for them to walk on and to prevent the eggs from rolling out. I'll make the front post 19.689 inches high and the back post 27.55 inches high. So that there's a slope, so the chickens don't sit on top, don't sleep there, don't spend the night, and don't make a mess. Well, something like that. Let's see what we get now, and we'll make all of this out of boards. These are boards, this is all timber, we'll cover it. All of this is plywood. So, right away, down here there will be turkeys and geese, peacocks, ducks, and up top there will be chickens. Well, that's the plan. Let's see what we end up with.
The sun is warming up now.
What are we going to eat? Aiza is going to eat, and Buleshka is going to eat too for Buleshka.
Aiza only eats certain sausages, avoiding blood sausage. She prefers boiled sausages.
Dick, are you going to eat, Dick?
Dida, teacher can't hear you.
Dick, are you going to eat?
Aiza won't make her come home. Despite repeated calls, she refuses to ever come inside the house. And that's what I like about them, that they come onto the terrace, but they're afraid to go into the kitchen. They're shy to come in. They know their place. We gave all 4 dogs tablets against ticks for 3 months, and just as the snow fell, there are no ticks again. But that's okay. In the summer, there aren't any either.
Dick, it's freezing outside, but are you hot in here?
Yeah. I'm making it 40 wide, 40 high. I hope the goose will fit and the length will be 60. The frame is made from these slats, but I don't have such long slats from the boards, so we'll make the cross pieces from the boards. And we'll cover everything with oriented strand board plywood, narrow plywood.
So,
Let me do the whitewashing and you do the rest.
I wanted to try it in patches, and if it turns out nice, then try it with a sprayer. So you can try it right above the outlets, maybe on one wall.
So maybe then viewers might say something, maybe we're doing something wrong, maybe they'll suggest something else. And sprayers are different too, so maybe they'll say we're just messing around. That's why just do one wall in one room and that's it. It's also lime wash, just something added, and there's some kind of glue in it too. While it's still wet, it looks nice, but when it dries, maybe it'll look even better.
Yes, it will be even whiter.
well, so what's bad about that?
Well, so the walls don't get smeared. Because sometimes, you know, you go into the cell, you sit down with your back like this, and the white comes off.
But regular white paint won't work either, because it doesn't have those protective properties.
And also, so there won't be any fleas, lice, or ticks?
All sorts of them. It's afraid of everything.
All kinds of ticks.
Let's make one cell, and we'll see. We'll check what the viewers write, and then we'll start painting all this with a sprayer. We'll see which is easier, with a sprayer or with a brush. That's right, paint these slopes, but don't paint the windowsills. There won't be a windowsill here because we'll just lay tiles here. The tile is so that the surface is slippery. That's what this surface is for.
They couldn't sit here for long, and so that it would be easy to weed.
Elisa, why aren't you lying here in the sun?
Finally, Merkit is moving over there, somewhere to the main treasury of the princess.
Well, I'm taking something from you, do you see?
Well, I messed something up.
Yes, it will obviously be possible to get through under the canopy. Well, like this, when there's low equipment here, you could even put lights on the shelves. And to use all this space 100%.
Even for a chainsaw or a flashlight.
Well, okay, we need some shelves, maybe the same as in the previous GRZ, just make them and that's it, and not invent anything. As soon as the dog kennel was freed up, the turkeys and birds took it for themselves, so let's close it up.
The kennel is consistently being used for purposes other than its original intent.
She climbed in there, I don't understand.
Lead. Oh, sweet.
He is.
She?
It seems she was spitting like with a machine gun.
She would have sat on the eggs by now, and we wouldn't even know where she went.
Don't throw it away. It needs to be cracked, but it should still be tasty.
Yeah. Dick, turns out 3 toys were lying around.
Who was lying around? Oh yeah, the balls.
Well, everything is clean.
Chickens, turkeys, and peacocks love to sit here.
It's warm here and the sun shines all day.
And it's safe. No kaitok will fly in here. Here are the best chickens and nesting boxes for egg laying. First of all, it's pure crystal white. Second, I scrub with all my strength. Maybe there's just a little something, but it doesn't smear like whitewash. Just a tiny bit, really, with all my strength. But if you have a building like this inside, there won't be any microorganisms. The room will be bright, and so will the walls. Pigs won't chew on something this white, because for them it's like poison and toxic. But where it hasn't dried, it's like this, when it's still damp. First, let's show what we're doing tightly. In any case, it will spread and some distance will already appear between them. Because the boards are still wet, damp, even with snow. Even bent screws are usable. First, the bottom row. Because if you go up, then you won't be able to get in from below. Now we will do it for the local turkeys and geese. Some are yellow, all crooked. Oh, well, it's not dry yet. It looks so ugly. You can see the streaks.
I can see it, yes.
Well, yes, when it dries, it becomes beautiful like this.
Then it gets monotonous, merely bloody.
So is it hard? No.
Well, if you do this kind of thing in the winter, it will be very hard.
Well, it's taking so long. Just look at how long it takes. With a sprayer, it would probably be 10 times faster.
Faster.
Well, finish this cage for Zinken, so we know for sure that Zinken's place is ready.
I didn't want to move the animals here at all until the barn was 100% finished, but I had to. The chicks are already living with the hen, and it looks like Zinka will move in too. You see Valentina and Navozova?
There, where the walls get a little cold from the street, when it's 16 minutes, the corners just shine, frozen through.
There's no heating here.
I have 2 radiators, but they're turned on where we have the tile laid, and the light bulb sometimes can't provide a positive temperature in a room like this.
Let's go to our Decemberists. Let's bring them some warm water, let them have a drink.
Now it's the February frosts, and we have a lot of chicks and piglets. It turns out there are 3 light bulbs that burn around the clock for heating.
For the day-old chicks, for the piglets, and for these Decembrists.
Although still, when it's minus 16 outside at night, you understand, even though they're not afraid of the cold, you still have to keep them warm. And already from afar we can hear them crowing, these roosters, yes. They're crowing and I won't wake them anymore. I could have let them into the old barn with the others, but I won't try to get them used to it. They'll go straight to grow up in the new one. But the new one needs to be prepared. Put up perches, whitewash it.
They'll sit while we prepare it, then they'll go there.
Yes, 3 beautiful hens, here they are. They'll stay with us. What about the roosters?
Maybe someone needs the roosters.
I'm sure that when we have kahinkin hens, big roosters, those extra 7, these 7 extra roosters, any household will take them. So just for the bloodline, for exchanging blood. But such small ones are not really needed by anyone, because people breed the dwarf breed less often. And kakinkin will fit into any farm where there are large birds. That's another advantage, that's why we switched to the large breed. Not only because these hawks carry them off. The Bentamki breed doesn't suit us despite its greatness.
Now is the hungriest time for predators, but not a single hawk has carried off a kahinkin. Not even once has one attacked.
And they walk wherever they want, they're not afraid of anyone.
Yes, those are always near the shed, but these kahinkins come to the house, sapling or wherever they want, even going into the forest.
Well, so the final touch is the roof.
And these are the kind of coffee I get.
To make these nests, of course, we used the leftover pieces from the roof. These are these boards, these ones.
Here are the slats.
But I already had to buy them. And so it took this kind of big structure.
3 sheets from Izviki, 2.5 meters long. It turned out to be just about half.
You need to make these. This is 1 and there are 3 more. Because our wall is 5.30 meters long and this is 2.5 meters.
2 pieces will be 5 meters, the second one is also 5 meters.
And we will have 16 outlets in each room. And if the geese, peacocks, turkeys and ducks are still gonna lay eggs in the forest, then we have a conscience.
Now,
we did everything so that they would have perfect nests. This one is for the ducklings with the goslings, and the upper one will be for the chickens. There's a good step here, we'll make a goose here, and there will be enough space not only for everyone to fit, but also to sit on the eggs. To be honest, I thought I would make it now and move them to the old barn for about a month, but honestly I can barely move them. The only way is to move them directly to the new place. If they get scared there, no one will believe it. For the old place, I'm unsure how to load them, possibly only by using a trailer for transport.
There's no point. Maybe, of course, it'll get about 5 kilograms lighter when these boards dry out, but they'll only dry out by summer.
Well, our paint has dried. It doesn't swing. That's a plus. But the downside is that you still need a paint sprayer because painting by hand takes a very long time.
And look, where
painted in 2
layers. It's fine there. But here, where Zimka's supposed to give birth, they painted in 1 layer. And where it's just 1 layer, you can see the brush strokes and streaks. Generally, it's incorrect. And for the ceiling, it's impossible to paint with this brush. Therefore, most likely, we'll do this with a spray gun. It'll be faster, more economical, and more convenient. Because you see, this spray gun didn't even cover the putty here. He didn't do it due to the freezing weather. Water is running in this spot, which also wasn't covered. But if there were 2 or 3 layers, it would have covered it. And if it's 2 or 3 layers applying it by hand, then it would take us 3 days just to coat 1 room, and we have 4 of these rooms. What, am I going to be painting rooms for a month?
Several layers.
What are you doing? Bring your own. After all, there are 2 sitting here on eggs and bandages. Kay, and this is Soraya. Every day she checks 1 egg. This is also Soraya. She's just warming up and getting ready to become a mother. Well, at least you made it.
We haven't brought these in here yet.
Actually, it's good that we hung up those 3 boxes with you back then. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been any nests at all. At a height like Inquina's, they don't climb. They only nest in the lower ones. These are my new nests. I made them 2-tiered, not 3 or 4-tiered. It's useless for this breed. There wasn't a single egg up there. Not even once. This is your dream, Valentina.
It's a pity when they're your own. If they were strangers, I wouldn't feel sorry at all.
Oh, let's go already.
Or if they were with a sow, it would be just as sad. You see them every day, you pet them, and then you have to remove their eggs.
Val, every time you go into the pigsty to castrate, you're like this. At least if there were fewer males. At least if there were, say, 7 girls and 3 boys.
Boys. Now your dream is just 1.
1? Yes, 1, but 2 eggs. Once I took the food.
I took the food, and I also took vitamins and iron. We'll feed them all with iron and vitamins, and of course, food.
In the end, you have to...
So that it hurts for everyone, not just one person. Yes. The food is still hot. Newborn piglets don't eat this. This is milk with porridge under the lamp. They still have a different piglet feed. They don't want another type either. He's asking to give them something tasty with milk. Eat it, but... They bite more in warmer water. We'll need to help him so that there won't be any infection.
He's walking so funny.
Boiling water might not think that milk isn't tasty, and that's why. That's why they're waiting for the feed. You see, they already need water, but they don't need the feed. Something wild is bubbling there. They're not like a barrel at all.
They look more like solid oil.
There wasn't even any blood.
Yes.
This will be our little vitamin.
When
They're so small, it's so convenient to hold them.
I feel sorry to everyone left offended for...
He caught a Finnish knife, the pig. They'll start growing faster right away, because right now there aren't enough vitamins, especially in winter.
That's all.
We gave everyone injections with both vitamins and iron. Well, look, Anticostratic.
Here he comes. He's walking over there.
As a result, sir, my task.
Such things are not forgotten.
Usually he pushes. Now you see, God, it hurts to push. Yes, everything hurts him.
Alright, everything is distributed 100%. All the piglets will be taken care of. You know, the second one goes faster than the first. Maybe to be continued.
And, in general, let's say goodbye.
Now it's good that we have such a big garage. We can do something in the evenings. And by the way, Taraprets, I made these codes 25 by 25. Why is that? We went to the geese, measured the entrance. It was 20 by 18 there. For the chickens, it was 22 by 23. So we made it 25 by 25.
We definitely fit through. It will fit, and so that any bird can get through. That's true.
Well, we could have made the top a bit smaller, even for cows, but to make it look symmetrical and nice, we made them the same size.
Well, it will fit here too. Even if it's a big goose, a gander, it will fit into any of them.
I'm not even asking you to write in the comments what I'm doing wrong here.
Regardless, you must make the other three individually, like in this instance.
Although we definitely, you know, were advised 100% to lift the weight up here.
Exactly, that's what I immediately came up with.
But why?
Who doesn't know?
your head will fit in there anyway.
There's no choice for your head there.
That's all.
Here. Well, just write in the comments how those 4 pigsties in Shania and the 2 chicken coops, how these 4 buildings were taken down, with what, how to win better, because already in
the next video we will be dealing with this.
Well, that's all. Take care, everyone. Love, good luck, and long-lasting peace.
Bye-bye.